Hello everyone, my name's Animbi and here today I'm going to show you how to install CurseForge and make a new profile to play on modded Minecraft servers on Java Edition. First things first, we're going to obviously find CurseForge. You can just Google it and it should pop up as one of the leading websites. For me, right at the top, and it's just www.curseforge.com. I'm going to click on that. And then we're going to follow the instructions and get the CurseForge app, this nice orange button up here. I'm actually not going to go too much into details here. Obviously just pick what's best for you, probably the download standalone version. And if you do need any further support with that, they do have instruction manuals on their support page, which you can simply find up here, top right, click on the little dots and go to very top option, which is Help Center. And then you can see here they have help with installation and all sorts. I'd say just follow these to get that set up, and I'm going to focus on helping you with the Minecraft part of this. So once we've got CurseForge installed, we're then going to go to Minecraft, which should be on the home page. If it's not, you should be able to search for it using Add a Game, and you can search Minecraft. But otherwise, we're just going to click on this. And you can see I already have a whole bunch here, but yours will be blank. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go and press the Create button, which will ask you to create a profile. So you can name it whatever you like, whatever's going to be easiest for you. I personally usually name it after the version I'm going to be playing because it just helps me remember what I'm doing. So let's do that first. So pick the version that the server you're trying to join is on. You might need to ask if they don't have that available in their information. In this case, the server I want to play on is not the latest version, it's a slightly older one. Only one version older for me, so I'm going to go to 26.1.2, and again, this is Java version, but as you can see, you can go all the way back to 1.1 as the oldest. But for us, we're going to go to 26.1.2. The mod loader is going to depend again on the server and again on what packs you want to use. In this particular case, I know that it's a Fabric server, and they use Fabric mod packs. Again, if you're not sure, ask the server owner. So now that I know what I'm playing, I'm personally going to name this just 26.1.2 Fabric. For me, that's the easiest way to remember. I'm also going to add a little note that this is my tutorial version. You can also, if you wish, change the image here. You can upload your own, or you can use one of their presets. I'll just pick one of these at random. Let's go for these, why not? There we go. And the mod loader version also matters as well. Most of the time, you're just going to want the most recent one, but if you have any issues, you might need to change this. So what I'm actually going to do is put this to an older one so that I can demonstrate how you would change this once you are in your profile. So let's go to Create. It might take a moment to install, but shortly enough, it should be there. So we're then going to click on this to go into the details. Brilliant. So we're now on the new profile that we've created. The first thing I want to do before we get into adding the mod packs is show you how to update the mod loader. So you might run into an issue where a server says your mod loader is out of date. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the three little dots next to the play button. We're going to then press Profile Options. And on our profile options here, you can see in the advanced settings, you might need to expand these if they're not already expanded for you, that we can change the mod loader. So I'm simply going to click on this, put it to the latest one, and press Done. And in a moment, once it's installed, as you can see, we've now updated to mod loader Fabric 0.19.3, which is, at time of recording, the latest one. Another thing that you might want to do is if you open the profile settings again, you may want to do a custom RAM allocation. You can also change this per game if you know that every time you make a Minecraft profile, you're going to want the same settings. I'm going to show you, in this case, how to do a custom RAM allocation just for this profile. It's very simple. You can either click in this box and type in here, or you can drag the slider or click along the slider line to put it where you want. This is going to be based on your own PC or laptop. Just double check how much space you have. Personally, I have 20 gigabytes of RAM, which is 20,000 megabytes. It's slightly less than that actual use. So personally for me, I think I've used less than a third, but you're going to need to do it depending on obviously your settings, plus what your computer is set to handle. as well as bearing in mind if you're playing on a server with a lot of mods, you might need a higher RAM allocation. If you're playing on one with not very many, then you probably won't need quite as high. This is also something, if you're not sure about, you can Google to see what other people recommend, but maybe set it around somewhere between a half and a third, see if that works for you. You can always come back in here and edit it to be more. I would say at a minimum for modded, you probably want 4000, so start from there if you're able to. Everything else here, I would just leave on the default settings. To complete this, you'd then press done. However, I'm going to press cancel to make sure it keeps my settings. Now we're on to the fun part, adding the mods that you want to use. So this is going to vary server to server. What I would recommend doing is checking their Discord to see if they have a list of mod packs that you need. Or, for example, you might come across a zip folder. I'll show you a screenshot. You might come across a message such as this: a mod pack in a zip file. If you trust the server and you know it's safe to do so, click on that. So in this example, I've now downloaded the mod pack. I've gone ahead and already unzipped this. So this is the same folder, just unzipped. We're going to go into this folder, into the subfolders, and then here you can see all the mods that this particular server uses. So in this case, I'm then going to go back over here to CurseForge, and I'm going to again click on the little dots next to the play button, and I'm going to press Open Folder. This will then take me to the folder containing this profile. I'm now going to go into the mods folder that should be here. This will already have the Fabric API because that's what we selected when we were first setting up this profile. So all we're going to do now is copy and paste these server mod packs over into the mods folder. So we'll literally select all of these, copy them over. There we go. Now going back into this profile, we can see a lot of these actually need updates. You can update them one by pressing the update button. Or if you prefer, there's an update all button. You can press that, press update all, and it will queue them and update them one by one for you. Bear in mind, sometimes this can actually cause issues if the server you're about to play on has not updated these as well. Sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's not, it depends on the mods. So sometimes I would actually recommend joining the server first without updating the mods, see if that works, then close out of the game, update them all, and try joining again to see if the updated versions still work. It is important to keep your mods up to date, not just for quality of life, but they can also update sometimes to cover security risks that have been discovered. So we've got the mods that we need for the server. You may also wish to add some mods of your own that you like to play with. For example, perhaps I want a mod that enables me to zoom. So I can go over here and press Add Content. Now you can see it's automatically filtered to Fabric and the version that we're playing on, which is 26.1.2 for this profile, which means it will not show up a mod pack if that mod pack does not have a version suitable for our current profile. You can get rid of these by pressing the X, but then obviously you will be shown some mods that do have versions non-compatible. Sometimes that's not a problem, but very often it is. So I recommend leaving these automatic filters as they are. So we can just type in our search term, so zoom. Okay, I would like to install this. I can click on this for more details if I do wish, and I can install them from this page, but in this case I'm just going to press the back button, and we can also just install from this page here. If I press install, we'll give it a moment. I'm going to go back to where we were by pressing the X. And if we scroll down to the bottom, there it is, WeZoom has installed. There might be some mod packs that you search for that aren't available on CurseForge. That's not a problem. All you would need to do is Google, search for the mod that you're looking for. Let's say you want to find the status mod. I've just searched for status mod. We're going to click on the Modrinth page. We're going to go to versions. We're going to change the platforms to Fabric because in this case we're playing on Fabric. Sometimes this might also offer Forge, so if you're playing on a Forge profile, you'd want to tick that. Game version. This is important because we're not playing the latest version in this case. and Modrinth tends to show the latest game version, as that's usually what the modders have most recently worked on. So make sure you filter to the correct game version, in this case 26.1.2. There we go, we can now see we've got two options here. They are both in beta. Usually I've not had a problem with this, it obviously depends on the mod, but in this case I'm going to go and download the most recent one. Here we are, I've got it in my downloads folder. So same thing again, go to your CurseForge, go to Minecraft, either here or here, click on your profile, click on the three dots next to the play button, and press open folder. Go into the mods folder, get your downloads up, copy and paste or drag and drop the mod into your mods folder. There we go. And you can do that for any mod. Again, just make sure it's the right version. And you can see in the background, this is just refreshed. Don't panic that you don't see it here. Because it's a mod that's not available on CurseForge, you won't see it here on your list. Also something to bear in mind that if it needs an update, you will have to do this manually by opening the folder, deleting the old version of the mod, and adding in the new one in the same way. Download the version you need, drag and drop it in or copy and paste it in, and then it should work as normal. Another thing to note is never make changes to this folder whilst you have Minecraft running. Always make sure that you've closed Minecraft before you make any edits, whether that's deleting or adding in files. Another thing I would recommend is if you already play Minecraft and you have settings that you like that you don't want to change, it might be worth copying and pasting some of your options and configurations over from your original Minecraft folder. If you're not sure where to find this folder, open your Minecraft launcher, go to your installations, and next to the latest release, there should be a folder. If you click on that, it will take you to your installations folder. Once you are in that folder, the main file you're going to want to copy over is called Options. It's a text document, so it should be very quick to copy over. Make sure that you are not inside your mods folder. You want to be inside the main profile folder. So the one just above the mods folder is where you want to be. So all you need to do is copy and paste your options in here, and that will keep a bunch of your settings. If you've played with mods before, there might be another folder you wish to copy over called Config. This folder contains some of your settings for any mods that you've played with before, as well as some extra information. For example, if you've used Litematica or Litomatica, whichever way you say it, you might have your schematics saved in this folder, so that might be something you wish to copy over. You can either copy over the entire folder, or you can just make a new folder inside your profile, title it Config, go into that folder, make another folder called Litematica, and then copy and paste over any schematics that you want to keep on your new profile. Similarly, you can do this for other mods. You'll find your settings are actually in the text documents rather than the folders. So if you wish to keep some of your settings, you might want to copy those over. Apart from that, you should be good to go. All you need to do then is hit play. Once it's loaded the launcher, you can at any point then close CurseForge. You can leave it open if you want. I usually close it to make my laptop happy, but it makes no difference to your game at this point. So all you need to then do is click play. It should load Minecraft like normal. To play on servers, as usual, you'll need to go to the multiplayer option, add the IP address, and then you should be good to go. So I hope that helps. Any questions, feel free to pop them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer. Good luck, and have fun playing. Take care. Goodbye.